Now let's set up the surround panner for each track. If you select the 5.1 option for the output, you'll get this panner window popping up. Let's make them all 5.1 right now. This one will be left. This one will be right. We'll keep this on center. We'll fix the LFE in a second. This one will be left surround, and this one will be right surround. We want this channel to go to the LFE speaker. Let's double click on it. We need to turn this up so it sends to the LFE. But then we should turn off the other speakers by clicking on them while holding down Alt. This makes sure that the sound only goes to the LFE channel. Let's go back to our first channel. There are 3 different ways to view surround for each channel. Standard lets you see the channel levels from the individual speakers indicated by colored lines. Angle helps us to determine the perceived range of the sound source. And position, which helps us determine the level of a signal at a certain position with concentric circles. Let's go back to the standard mode and talk about these parameters. The center level is for how much the center signal should be in the front speakers. 100% gives you the full center speaker sound, and 0% gives you a ghost image created by the left and the right speakers. The 3 controls at the bottom here are called divergence controls. When these values are increased, the specified speakers get a higher percentage of the sound source. In position and angle mode, we have attenuate and normalize. Attenuate will amplify or weaken the signal to each of the speakers. When normalize is set to 1, the level from all speakers together is always exactly 0 dB. This is not like a compressor, but instead a tool for scaling the nominal output levels from the channels. When dealing with stereo files, you can set up ways to handle each speaker. Mono mix, X mirror, Y mirror, and an XY mirror. And last but not least, we have the pan law. This has to do with the fact that without power compensation, the power of the sum of the left and the right side will be louder if it is pan center than if it is pan to the left or the right. These numbers here allow you to attenuate the signal pan center. The last thing on surround will be the surround dither. When you're going to do a mixdown, you should have this on if you're dithering down the bit resolution, for example from 32-bit to 16-bit. Using this dither will make sure that the quantizational errors that occur when you go from 32-bit to 16-bit will be hardly noticeable. Off means no dither is being applied. Type 1 is good for most recording, and Type 2 emphasizes higher frequencies. To combat quantizational errors, noise is added. Try experimenting with this. The idea is to get the noise out of the mid-range, the most sensitive range for our ears. This is what the noise shaping is about. And then we have dither bits. You can pick the bit resolution for each of your surround channels. And that's it for surround sound.